Welcome to Personal Trainer Cooking. Before we go any further, please adjust my voice to the speed you like. Getting ready. Don't touch the power button. You're ready to start cooking tasty dishes from all over the world. Personal Trainer Cooking. Happy New Year! Here's to a new year in the kitchen. All right, let's get started. The first step is to slice the ingredients. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. First, remove the stems from each tomato. Halve them lengthwise and cut them into half-moon slices around 1/4 inch thick. Cut the mozzarella into slices around 1/4 inch thick, the same thickness as the tomato slices. That's it for preparations. You'll need a serving dish to arrange the ingredients. Arrange alternate slices of tomato and mozzarella on the serving dish. Sprinkle small pieces of basil over the salad. Cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate to chill before serving. Next, prepare a mixing bowl to make the dressing in. Put some salt and the balsamic vinegar in the bowl and mix them together well. Add the extra virgin olive oil a little at a time and mix it in thoroughly. Pour the dressing over the chilled salad and add coarsely ground black pepper to taste. It's ready to eat. Well done! All right, let's get started. The first step is to prepare the ingredients. You'll need a vegetable peeler, a cutting board, and a kitchen knife. First, peel the cucumber lengthwise with the vegetable peeler. Cut the peeled cucumber into very thin round slices. Cut round ingredients evenly crosswise to make round slices. Remove the seeds and stems from the small green bell peppers. Once the seeds and stems have been removed, cut the green peppers into very thin round slices. Remove the stems from the tomatoes and cut them into wedges. Next, remove and discard the roots and leaves from the radishes. Once the roots and leaves have been removed, cut the radishes crosswise into thin round slices. Now peel the red onion. Thinly slice the peeled red onion, cutting straight through the layers. That's it for preparations. The next step is to prepare the dressing. You'll need a mixing bowl. Place the thin slices of red onion and the garlic in the bowl. Add the finely chopped Italian parsley. Mix in the lime juice and the olive oil. Next, add the cucumber, green pepper, and radish to the dressing. Now add the tomato. Add some salt and pepper and mix the ingredients well with a spoon. Tear the lettuce and place it on plates. Pile the other ingredients on top of the lettuce and pour over any remaining dressing. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to dissolve the potato starch. You'll need a small bowl. Put the potato starch in the small bowl and dissolve it in the water. That's it for preparations. The next step is to make the soup. You'll need a saucepan. Put the Chinese chicken stock in the saucepan. Bring the stock to a boil over moderate heat. This is when a liquid such as water, sauce, or broth is heated until it boils and begins bubbling strongly. Add the corn to the boiling stock and stir it in thoroughly. Season with the salt and a pinch of sugar. Bring the soup back to a boil. This is when a liquid such as water, sauce, or broth is heated until it boils and begins bubbling strongly. Stir the dissolved potato starch thoroughly. Add it a little at a time to the soup, stirring until it thickens. Add the beaten egg a little at a time while the soup is boiling. Stir using large circular motions. Once the egg has spread throughout the soup and has started to set, turn off the heat. Transfer to bowls and enjoy. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to cut the ingredients. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. First, peel the garlic. Start by peeling the outer skin from around the garlic bulb. Break off the cloves one at a time from the central stem. Peel away the thin skin surrounding each clove. Thinly slice the peeled garlic and remove the green sprout. When slicing garlic across its length, use a sharp utensil to poke out the green sprout from the center of each slice. Slice the baguette into 3/4 inch pieces. Cut the chorizo lengthwise, then slice thinly. Cut the ingredients carefully into thin slices of a uniform width. Thin slices are usually cut across the length of the ingredient. That's it for preparations. Now it's time to sauté the ingredients. You'll need a saucepan. Pour the olive oil into the saucepan and place it over moderate heat. This refers to when the stove is at a medium heat setting. On a gas stove, this is when the flames just touch the pan. Add the thinly sliced garlic and chorizo. Sauté until the garlic is fragrant but not browned. Stir in the paprika. Add the stock and increase to high heat. This refers to when the stove is at a high heat setting. On a gas stove, this is when the flames spread over the bottom of the pan. When the soup begins to boil, reduce to moderate heat and simmer for approximately 4 minutes. Time's up. Season to taste with some salt, then turn off the heat. This refers to tasting the dish and then adding salt, pepper, herbs, or sauces to adjust the flavor as desired. Slowly pour in the beaten egg. Hold the bowl a little way above the saucepan, pouring it over the whole surface of the soup. The hot soup will gently cook the egg. Place the baguette pieces into the serving bowls and pour the soup over them. Garnish with finely chopped Italian parsley. It's ready to eat. Well done! All right, let's get started. The first step is to chop the vegetables for the soup. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. First, remove the stems from the tomatoes. Then chop the tomatoes into 3/4 inch pieces. Remove the seeds and stem from the pepper. Then chop it into 3/4 inch pieces. Peel the onion and chop it into 3/4 inch pieces. Use a vegetable peeler to peel some thin strips from the skin of the cucumber. Chop the cucumber into 3/4 inch pieces. Peel the garlic, slice it thinly, and remove the green sprout. Chop the baguette into 3/4 inch cubes. Next, you'll need a large mixing bowl to mix the ingredients and seasoning. Put the water in the bowl. Let the pieces of baguette soak in the water. Add the tomatoes, pepper, onion, garlic, and cucumber. Add the olive oil and the white wine vinegar. Mix in some salt and pepper. That's it for preparations. The next step is to blend the ingredients to make the soup. You'll need a blender, a fine sieve, a mixing bowl, and plastic wrap. Put all of the mixed ingredients into the blender and blend them until smooth. Place the sieve over the bowl and pour in the mixture. Use a rubber spatula to strain the mixture through the sieve. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and leave it in the fridge until the soup is well chilled. Transfer the soup to serving bowls and drizzle over some olive oil. It's ready to eat. Nice work. All right, let's get started. The first step is to poach the chicken in broth. You'll need a saucepan and a dish. First, put the chicken stock into the saucepan. Add the chicken and the chorizo. Then bring the stock to a boil over moderate heat. Reduce to low heat, simmer for about 5 minutes. Then turn off the heat. Transfer the chicken and the chorizo to the dish. Set the stock aside for later. When the chicken is cooled down, remove the skin and set it aside. Tear the meat into thin strips. The next step is to slice the chicken skin and the chorizo. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Thinly slice the chicken skin. Slice the chorizo thinly. That's it for preparations. Place the stock you cooked the chicken in over moderate heat and bring it to a boil. Break the vermicelli into 1 1/4 inch lengths and add them to the soup. Simmer the vermicelli noodles over moderate heat for about 3 minutes until they're soft. When the vermicelli is cooked, add the chicken meat, skin, and the chorizo and heat through. Season to taste with some salt and pepper. Pour the soup into serving bowls and garnish with finely chopped Italian parsley. It's ready to eat. Well done! All right, let's get started. First, warm some unsalted butter at room temperature to soften it. The next step is to grate the cheddar. You'll need a cheese grater and a dish. Grate the cheddar cheese onto the dish using the cheese grater. That's it for preparations. Next, you'll need a saucepan to melt the cheddar. Put the grated cheddar in the saucepan. Add the milk to the saucepan and place it over low heat. Melt the cheese slowly while stirring with a wooden spoon. Then remove it from the heat. Add the mustard powder and the Worcestershire sauce to the melted cheese. Add a pinch of salt and pepper and mix well. Put the saucepan back over low heat and heat the cheese while stirring to mix it thoroughly. Then remove from the heat. Toast the bread in a toaster oven, in the oven, or under the broiler for approximately 4 minutes. Take out the toast and butter each slice with the softened butter. Spread one portion of melted cheese on the buttered side of each slice. Put the bread with cheese back in the oven or under the broiler and toast for approximately 2 minutes. The last step is to cut the toasted bread. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Cut the toasted bread in half diagonally. Transfer to plates and sprinkle with a pinch of cayenne pepper. Garnish with finely chopped Italian parsley. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to slice the ingredients. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Slice off and discard the stems of the mushrooms. Cut the caps of the mushrooms into very thin slices. Shave the required amount of Parmesan into thin slices. Use your hands to tear the romaine lettuce into roughly 1 1/4 inch pieces. Slice the beef as thinly as possible, cutting across the grain of the meat. That's it for preparations. The next step is to tenderize the slices of beef. You'll need plastic wrap and a meat tenderizer. Put each slice of beef between pieces of plastic wrap. Use the meat tenderizer to pound each slice of beef until wafer thin. It's now time to prepare the dressing. You'll need a mixing bowl. Put a little salt and pepper in the mixing bowl. Add the balsamic vinegar and mix well. Add the extra virgin olive oil and mix it well with the balsamic vinegar. Arrange the lettuce on a serving dish and top with the slices of beef. Season with pinches of salt and pepper. Arrange the mushroom slices and thin strips of Parmesan on top of the beef and lettuce. Pour on the dressing and the olive oil. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to tenderize the veal. You'll need a cutting board and a meat tenderizer. Tenderize the veal by pounding it with the tenderizer until the cutlets are approximately 1/8 inch thick. Sprinkle some salt and pepper over each cutlet. The next step is to coat each veal cutlet in flour. You'll need a dish or plate. Sprinkle some flour into the dish and coat the veal cutlets. Gently brush off any excess flour. That's it for preparations. It's now time to sauté the veal cutlets. You'll need a frying pan, a plate, and aluminum foil. Pour the olive oil into the frying pan and place it over high heat. Put the veal cutlets in the pan and add the butter. Sauté the veal, turning each cutlet over in the pan when one side browns. Continue to sauté until the veal is fully cooked. Once they are fully cooked, transfer the cutlets to the plate. Cover the plate with aluminum foil and leave it in a warm place. Add the butter to the frying pan and place it over low heat. Add the lemon juice. Add finely chopped Italian parsley. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Transfer the veal cutlets to serving dishes and pour the sauce over them. Make cuts in some thin lemon slices and twist them before using them to garnish the cutlets. They're ready to eat. Well done! All right, let's get started. The first step is to chop the ingredients. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. First, peel the garlic. Thinly slice the peeled garlic. Remove the seeds from the red chili and slice it into rings. Peel the prawns and remove the tails. Devein the prawns by removing the black vein from the backs of the prawns. That's it for preparations. The next step is to sauté the garlic. You'll need a frying pan with a lid. Put the olive oil in the frying pan. Add the thinly sliced garlic and the sliced red chili. Sauté over low heat until the garlic and chili begin to change color and become fragrant. Add the prawns and continue to sauté. Add some salt and give the ingredients a quick stir. Put the lid on the frying pan and simmer for around 1 minute. Add the lemon juice and simmer briefly. Next, get a serving dish ready that you can use on the stovetop. Ideally, you should use a cazuela clay pot. Transfer the contents of the frying pan into the cazuela pot and warm it over low heat. Garnish with finely chopped Italian parsley. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. For the first step, you'll need a sieve and a mixing bowl. First, drain the liquid off the canned corn with the sieve. That's it for preparations. The next step is to mix the corn and yogurt. You'll need a mixing bowl and plastic wrap. Put the yogurt in the bowl. Then add the corn with a pinch of salt. Stir the mixture. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator to chill. Transfer to serving dishes and sprinkle some finely chopped Italian parsley on top. Finally, sprinkle it with chili powder. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to prepare the ingredients. You'll need a cutting board, a kitchen knife, and a mixing bowl. First, remove the stem from the tomato. Then dice the tomato into 1/2-inch cubes. Next, peel the onion. Finely chop the peeled onion. Now peel the garlic. Finely chop the peeled garlic. Remove the stems from the jalapeno peppers, then finely chop the peppers. That's it for preparations. Put the prepared tomato, onion, garlic, and jalapeno in the bowl and mix. The next step is to prepare the avocados. You'll need a mixing bowl and a potato masher. Remove the pits from the avocados. Scoop out the flesh from the avocados using a spoon and place in the bowl. Mash the avocado into a paste with the potato masher. Put the mashed avocado in the bowl of mixed vegetables. Add the lime juice to the mixture. Season to taste with salt and mix well. It's ready to eat. Well done! All right, let's get started. The first step is to cut the green beans. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. First, cut the stems off the green beans. Cut the green beans in half so you have equal lengths. The next step is to boil the green beans. You'll need a saucepan, a mixing bowl, and a sieve. Fill the saucepan with plenty of water and bring it to a boil. Once the water has come to a boil, add some salt. Put the green beans in the water and boil them until they're soft. Use the sieve to drain off the water. That's it for preparations. Next, sauté the green beans. You'll need a frying pan. Melt the butter in the frying pan over low heat. Briefly saute the green beans in the frying pan over low heat. Once the green beans are hot, season them with some salt and pepper. Transfer to a serving dish. They're ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to cut the ingredients. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Chop the tomatoes into bite-sized pieces by cutting them into wedges, then cutting the wedges in half. Next, peel the garlic. Cut the garlic into thin slices lengthwise. Remove the green sprout if there is one. The next step is to break the eggs. You'll need a mixing bowl. Break the eggs into the mixing bowl, then add the salt and beat the eggs. That's it for preparations. Next, cook the tomato. You'll need a frying pan. Heat the cooking oil in the frying pan over high heat. Add the garlic, the tomatoes, and the salt. Sauté until all the ingredients are completely coated in the oil. Add the beaten egg to the frying pan. Briefly scramble the eggs with the other ingredients. It's ready to eat. Well done! All right, let's get started. The first step is to blanch the spinach. You'll need a saucepan and a mixing bowl. Fill the saucepan with water. Add salt and bring it to a boil. Fill the mixing bowl with ice water. Wash the spinach and add it to the boiling water. Boil until it turns bright green. Transfer the boiled spinach to the ice water. Once it cools, remove the spinach and squeeze out the water. The next step is to chop the spinach. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Cut the boiled spinach into 1 1/2 inch lengths. That's it for preparations. It's now time to sauté the spinach. You'll need a frying pan. Add the butter to the frying pan and melt it over moderate heat. Add the spinach and sauté it, stirring it in the pan so that it doesn't clump together. Season the spinach with salt and pepper to taste. Add a pinch of ground nutmeg and briskly stir it in with the spinach. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get started. The first step is to mix the yogurt. You'll need a mixing bowl and a whisk. Put the yogurt in the mixing bowl. Whisk the yogurt vigorously until smooth. That's it for preparations. Add the sugar and a pinch of salt to the yogurt. Now stir in the water. The next step is to chill the yogurt. You'll need plastic wrap. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator to chill. Stir the chilled glossary well, then pour it into glasses. It's ready to drink. Well done! All right, let's get going. The first step is to dissolve the agar powder. You'll need a saucepan. First, put the water and the agar powder into the saucepan. Mix gently over low heat. Once the agar powder has fully dissolved, turn off the heat and remove the pan from the stove. Next, have a mixing bowl ready to mix the ingredients together. Put the almond powder and the sugar into the mixing bowl. Add the milk and mix it in thoroughly. That's it for preparations. Add the mixture of milk, sugar, and almond powder to the dissolved agar in the saucepan. Put the saucepan over low heat. Keep the saucepan over low heat, and just before it boils, remove it from the stove and turn off the heat. The next step is to strain the agar mixture. You'll need a tea strainer and a mixing bowl. Strain the dissolved agar mixture through the tea strainer into the bowl. The next step is to let the mixture set. You'll need one small bowl per serving and plastic wrap. Pour the agar mixture into the bowls. Allow it to cool before covering it with plastic wrap. Put the bowls in the fridge to set for around 25 minutes. Next, cut the apricots and the almond jelly. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Thinly slice the canned apricots. Without removing it from the bowls, slice the almond jelly with a number of diagonal cuts. Pour the leftover syrup from the canned apricots over the almond jelly. Garnish with the sliced apricot. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get going. The first step is to warm the milk. You'll need a saucepan. Pour the milk into the saucepan and add the lemon zest. Add the ground cinnamon and place over low heat. Warm the milk, stirring the bottom of the pan with a wooden spoon. Then turn off the heat and take the pan off the burner. Remove the lemon zest from the warm milk. The next step is to mix the sugar and egg yolks. You'll need a saucepan and a whisk. Put the egg yolks and the sugar into the second saucepan. Add the cornstarch and mix the ingredients with the whisk. That's it for preparations. Add the warm milk a little at a time, stirring continuously. Place the custard over low heat and heat through while stirring. When the mixture thickens, remove from the heat and allow to cool. Once the mixture has cooled, place it in serving bowls. Cover the bowls with plastic wrap and place them in the refrigerator to chill. Remove the desserts from the fridge and decorate them with ladyfingers. They're ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get going. The first step is to soak the gelatin powder. You'll need a saucepan. Heat the water in the saucepan. Stir in the gelatin powder. The next step is to cut the mango slices for garnish. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Chop the mango slices into pieces. Next, have the blender ready to blend the mango slices for the pudding. Put the remaining mango slices and the mango syrup from the can in the blender. Blend into a soft mixture. That's it for preparations. Add the blended mango to the gelatin in the saucepan. Next, add the lemon juice. Place the saucepan over low heat and stir well, melting the gelatin as you heat it. Next, get a mixing bowl ready. Transfer the liquid mango pudding to the mixing bowl. Add the vanilla ice cream and melt it while stirring. Finally, let the mango pudding set up. You'll need a small bowl and plastic wrap. Pour the liquid pudding into small bowls. Cover the bowls in plastic wrap and chill in the fridge until the pudding sets. Garnish with mango slices. It's ready to eat. Nice work! All right, let's get going. The first step is to cut the bread. You'll need a cutting board and a kitchen knife. Cut each slice of bread in half. The next step is to make the milk mixture. You'll need a deep dish and another dish or plate. Pour the milk into the deep dish. Stir in the sugar and a pinch of cinnamon. Put the bread into the deep dish to soak in the milk mixture. Remove the bread from the milk mixture and place it in the other dish. Beat the eggs into the milk mixture and place the bread back in the mixture to soak. That's it for preparations. Now it's time to cook the bread. You'll need a frying pan, a deep dish, and paper towels. Line the deep dish or tray with paper towels. Heat the olive oil in the frying pan over low heat. Cook the bread until it's browned on one side. Turn the bread over in the pan and continue cooking until both sides are golden brown. Transfer the bread to the lined dish to absorb the oil. Arrange the bread on a serving dish with a garnish of mint and drizzle on some honey. It's ready to eat. Nice work!